All right, I think I have it figured out again. Today we are going to be reading The Truth About Binge Watching. It's just a 2-page article, and then you will have a double-sided worksheet to go along with it. But before I read to you the article, I am going to go over the vocabulary with you. So the first word here at the top is chronically. Chronically, you see, is an adverb, and it means constant or occurring again and again, for a long time. A chronic illness or condition is one that lasts for a long time or for a lifetime, like asthma. The next one here is disable. Disable is a verb. It means to make it unable to function. If your mom loses her smartphone, she might disable it so no one else can use it. The third word here is enlist. Enlist is a verb. If you enlist someone's help, you get that person to help you do something. So if you're planning a surprise birthday party for your friend, you might enlist your other friends to help. Another definition for enlist mean to join the armed forces, like join the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Air Force. I think I got them all. Now, let's see. Number 4, ingrained. Ingrained is an adjective, and it is a habit, an idea, a belief that has existed for a long time. It's firmly in place. It's difficult to change or remove that person's habit, their idea, or their belief. And lastly, number 5 is sedentary. Sedentary. Sedentary is an adjective, and it means you sit a lot. You're inactive. So a sedentary job is a job that requires you to sit for most of the time. Okay, we're done with that. And now I am going to just read to you. So let's get our magazines. Once again, this will be the last time you see this Scope magazine. If you turn it on the side again, it's Scope 68 is the volume, and it's number 6. And we will be reading pages 22 and 23. It says binge watching, the truth about binge watching. And I will be reading it to you. Why we love it, why we must stop. It's 9 p.m. and you're planning to go to sleep soon. You have to be up at dawn for a basketball game, but you want to relax a bit before bed, so you pull up your favorite YouTube channel and press play. When the video ends, another one starts immediately. One more can't hurt, right? But then you watch a third video and a fourth and a fifth. Before you know it, it's 1 a.m. and you haven't even brushed your teeth. If this scenario sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, most Americans admit to binge watching, that is, watching multiple episodes of a TV show or devoting hour after hour to platforms like YouTube and TikTok in one sitting. I am going to say you students have probably done a lot of binge watching since you have not had to go to school as long and we are dealing with this COVID-19. I have not, but I am envious of my family who has. I would love to just sit and binge watch, but I haven't. Okay, the occasional binge watch is fun and harmless, but as binge watching has become ingrained in our culture, experts are sounding the alarm. They are saying that all this screen time is making us tired and depressed. So why do we do it? And how can we stop? Your binging brain. When your parents were kids, there was basically one way to watch shows on shows. You watched them on a TV, on a television. Back then, most series released one episode per week. If a show ended on a cliffhanger, you had to wait an entire week to find out what happened. Binge watching was possible only if you rented or bought VHS tapes or DVDs of the show after it aired. Today, we have streaming devices such as Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus that provide access to entire seasons of a show. Thanks to these platforms, we don't have to wait a week or even a minute to find out what happens to 11 in Stranger Things. We just click next episode. We don't binge watch simply because we can, though. We binge watch because our brains make it physically difficult to pull ourselves away. Here's the deal. When you feel pleasure, like when you bite into a gooey brownie or listen to your favorite song, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. That chemical is also released when you watch a video you enjoy. Your brain really likes this rush of dopamine, so it eggs you on. One more, one more. Our brains are not entirely to blame, however. Streaming platforms are designed in a way that keeps us watching. Autoplay, where the next video starts automatically, and commercial-free viewing options mean our eyes stay glued to the screen. Binging all the time. Binge watching isn't all bad. Zoning out with a good show can help you relax and take your mind off your worries for a while. And if you turn it into a special event, such as having friends over for a Supergirl marathon, it can be a fun way to socialize. The problem arises when we binge all the time. A 2017 study found that people who binge regularly are more likely to be chronically tired because they stay up later. They're also more sedentary. Numerous studies have shown that sitting for long periods of time isn't good for our physical health. Then there is the fact that we are binge watching by ourselves. Too much time alone in front of a screen has been linked to loneliness and depression. Here's another reason not to binge too often. You may not have as much fun. When a show releases one episode per week, as The Mandalorian did, it builds excitement and gives people a chance to talk and analyze between episodes. Research suggests that we may actually enjoy shows more when we watch them more slowly. So, how do you know when binge watching goes too far? Skipping out on time with friends and family, missing meals, and skimping on sleep are all signs that it's time to scale back. How to beat the binge. The good news is that you can beat the binge with a little practice. Dr. Danish Allen from Northwestern Medical Center, DuPage Hospital, recommends deciding at the start of the week how much time to dedicate to shows and TV videos. You can use Apple's screen time tools to track your time on apps. You can also disable autoplay on many platforms, including YouTube and Netflix. If you're still having trouble, enlist a friend to help. Plan a screen-free hangout on Saturday afternoons, for example. And when you do binge watch, take breaks. Walk the dog, kick a ball around, have a dance-off between Mandalorian episodes because, yes, the entire first season is now available. And most important, turn off the screen 1 hour before bed. This will help you get a good night's sleep. We promise Baby Yoda will still be there tomorrow. You will be doing a double-sided worksheet with vocabulary and just what we read. This is the last video for this Scope magazine. Starting Monday, I will have a new magazine for you, and I think that's all. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and stay healthy and be careful in the gym and make good memories. Goodbye.